Out east, I think the primary contender is, of course, the Boston Celtics. They're looking to repeat, and ever since 2019, the team that has been the defending champions have not made it past the second round. But if any team has the talent to break that trend, it's definitely the Boston Celtics. They have an elite starting five. They've got they've got about 4 All-Stars on that starting five between Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps for sure. And then any argument for Jrue Holiday or Derek White they're very, very crucial role players, very impactful for the Boston Celtics. So not only is that starting five stack, they've got guys like Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford that are very solid contributors as well. So the Boston Celtics in general are just a loaded team. And it's also not just that, but the fact that they're able to do a little bit of everything. They're very good defenders. You've got guys like Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown. Tatum is a good defender. He has all the tools to be. But sometimes you just ask him to do a lot on offense, and he's not the best defender at times. But even he is very, very capable. And they can space the floor. Sometimes, to their detriment, they really try to space that floor and live and die by the three. But in general, it's kind of what you want from modern offense. They're very 3-and-D oriented as a team. So it's really just a perfect coaching-wise, scheme-wise. They're a perfect fit for the modern NBA, and that's the big reason why they won the title last year. And yeah, they do kind of live and die by the three. But if they're making them at the rate that they did last year, that's perfectly fine because they're hitting them. And if they're hitting them, then no one's going to be able to stop them. And so if the Celtics weren't to win the title this year, I think it would be a collapse. It would be, they're not making their threes. And a team's able to come. It's like when the Rockets had that big lead against the Warriors in 2019, and then they missed like 27 straight threes. It'd be something like that if the Celtics weren't able to repeat. I think they absolutely have a chance to, and I would not be surprised if the Boston Celtics are hoisting the trophy once again. Now, as for Finals MVP, it was Jaylen Brown this past year. I think Tatum, in general, his mindset hasn't been what you would want out of a superstar. I think, in general, he can be a little bit more laid back than you would want him to be. But I believe that something like his running mate, his Robin, who was supposed to be his Robin, Jaylen Brown, winning the Finals MVP, I think that could very well be motivation for Jason Tatum to take that next step into superstardom and be the guy solidified for the Boston Celtics. Because in the eyes of a lot of NBA fans, Tatum is kind of a fake superstar, right? And I think some of that comes down to the fact that we're spoiled by guys like LeBron and Curry being so great and so undeniably dominant for so long. But I think just Tatum not being the Finals MVP, I hope that puts a chip on his shoulder. And if it does, the Celtics are going to be even more dangerous this year. If you enjoyed this video, it would be great if you could find it in you to like, subscribe, maybe check out the full podcast on Spotify, follow us on there, follow us on Instagram. I know realistically this podcast isn't going to go anywhere ultimately, whether it's via the segments on YouTube or the entire podcast itself. But I want to get into the sports broadcasting business. I want to be able to promote thought-provoking discussions about the NBA, and I would love to do it via State of the Association. Thank you if you made it all the way through.